Hey, what's going on, guys? Adam Walker here again for another video. Now, in my introduction that I posted a few days ago, I said that my channel would be mostly music related, and that's true. I am going to get to that eventually. But I decided to take a different turn for this video. Instead, I'm going to be talking about some problems that I've been having in my life. And hope that this video is an inspiration to people who may feel like they have nothing left to offer the world or the people in the world or anything of that nature, because I definitely know what that feels like. Especially this past year, a lot has happened to me this year, stuff that would probably break a normal man, and it did break me for a while. Stuff such as my dad being really sick. My dad's 66 years old, and he had to have his leg amputated earlier this year due to a gangrene infection. That really sent my mom and I into a downward spiral, because we were thinking, oh my God, what's going to happen to him? Is he going to be able to walk again? Is he going to be able to do things for himself again? What's going to happen? But, that was the start of my downfall, I'd say. Then, after all of that happened, I had to be off work for 3 months to help my dad out around the house, which I know all of you guys can understand. Family comes first. Screw your job, right? And after 3 months of being out of work, I finally went back in August, and that first day of work really got to me. And you can imagine why, me having like a 3-month break for taking care of my dad. You're not going to be mentally there for when you have to go back to work right away. And that first day, I don't know what happened to me. I let the job overwhelm me, and it's a job that I've done so well for close to 5 years now. And I just let the pressure of my first day back overwhelm me, and I was so sore that I thought that I was going to die. And that's when these thoughts of suicide really started to leap out at me. I went home that night and I just cried, and I said, what do I really have? I mean, my dad is almost dying, and this job is probably going to end up killing me, so what do I really have? I started thinking about my friends and what I mean to them, and I started questioning them even in my mind. I wonder how many of my friends can honestly say that they love me, despite the fact that I know my friends love me. But when you're in a state like that, you're not thinking clearly. You're not, you just want your own interpretation that you've created up here to be true about them not wanting anything to do with you, so it clouds your judgment. And then I even, during that moment, I started contemplating, maybe the world would be a better place if I wasn't in it. And I started to contemplate suicide. And thankfully that only lasted for 1 day. But I've been in a lot of depressive moods since then, and it's just been a real struggle for me this year. Sometimes I wake up and I'm as happy as can be. I want to go to work. I want to hang out with my friends. And then the next day I can be completely boring, completely not willing to do anything at all. And sometimes I'll sit and I'll think and I'll cry. About what? I don't know. And I know a lot of you watching this are probably thinking, "Oh, you're just a wuss. You'll get over it eventually," and that may be true. I do get over it, but in that moment, you're not thinking about whether you're gonna get over it. You're only worried about what's happening in your mind at that moment. And what I was thinking in that moment was, I'm not good enough. I don't want people to look at me as a failure. Maybe I should just end it right now. And thank God that I didn't. I'm really glad that I didn't, because I finally realized, through tons of help from my friends and some members of my family, I finally understand that I'm worth more to everybody. And I hope that through this video, if there's anyone out there who feels the way that I do, I hope that you find some clarity in this. That way you can also know that you're not alone, and you've never been alone. Because there's always someone out there who knows exactly what you're going through, whether you realize it or not. And it'll get better. Trust me. It'll get better. Just keep your head up and keep reaching for the stars. You'll find your way eventually. Have a blessed day. Bye.